Peach cobbler is a soul food favorite. Everybody loves it, and as many people as there are that cook it, there's that many different ways to make it. I make it very simply. Just think of ones. We're going to use 1 stick of salted creamy butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 can of peaches, 1 box of cook and serve pudding, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Once the butter is melted and the pudding is fully dissolved, we're going to put that in our pie crust, and then we're going to bake it. It's really simple, and it's quite delicious. So we'll get started. You want to add butter to a cool pot, otherwise it will smoke and flame. You do not want that. And now we got the butter. Going to add sugar. Going to turn the pot on low because we don't want our butter to burn. We'll add the peaches. And a whole pack of vanilla pudding. This is what gives it the thickness that we all like in peach cobbler. Stir that up until it dissolves, and once it's ready and we add the vanilla, we'll go ahead and put it in our pie crust. So as we cook, the pudding with the butter and the peaches, you can see begins to look like peach cobbler already. Now there are several variations on this part. Some people like cinnamon and nutmeg and ginger, and some people, purists, just want peach cobbler without a whole lot of stuff in it. I just add cinnamon to mine, and I'll be adding about 1/2 of a teaspoon once I get all of the butter and the pudding melted. Now I confess, some things I make from scratch and sometimes I cheat. When it comes to crust for peach cobbler, I usually don't make it from scratch. One day I'll teach you how, but you can buy pre-made pie crust in the refrigerator section at your grocery store in the biscuit section, and it tastes delicious. It's already done, and it tastes just like homemade. So that's what we'll be using today. You're just going to take it. It comes rolled up like this. You lay it in your pie pan. There's only 4 people in my family, me, my husband, and our 2 children. So this works great when I'm making a small peach cobbler. If I was making one for my family and I have 10 brothers and sisters, then I would make it from scratch and make the big rectangular pan. But just for us, this works great. So we're just going to roll the dough out into the pan, if you can see that. Going to make sure we get it all the way up the sides and flip it over a little. And the crust is really easy to work with. I want to make sure that once my peaches and vanilla mixture is heated, that it has a place to go. So we've prepared the pan, and now we'll go back and check on our mixture. Alright, you can see here where our butter and our pudding is dissolved. We're going to add that to our prepared crust gently because it's hot. Oh, doesn't that look delicious? And you can see where it started cooking. It looks just like peach cobbler already. Now we have our other cheat crust here. We're going to spread that across the top gently. Want to be careful because, of course, the filling is hot. So in this case, I'm going to unwrap it completely and then lay it over the top. I want to play with it for a few minutes and let it stretch out in your hand. Okay? Feel free to stretch it. Just don't want to make sure your hands do not come in contact with the hot filling. It's okay if the filling, if the crust does, but not your hand. All right. We've got that on there. So we're going to make a nice little crust. After we kind of shrink it together, I'll show you how to make it cute. It's important when you make a pie to vent it so that the heat escapes. Allows your crust to be crunchy and not doughy and sticky. And usually if I was making an apple pie, I'd get rid of the extra crust. But in peach cobbler, people love the crust, so we want to leave as much crust as possible with peach cobbler. So now we want to crimp it with our fingers to make it a little cuter, if you desire. Cute's not required, but it's always nice to have. Okay? You get the idea. And now we're going to vent. Just stick your knife in various intervals across the top. Get a crunchy, flaky crust this way. Okay? I'm going to take a little melted butter and brush the top. This gives it the golden brown color. Make sure you do it on these ridges because they can burn quickly. A lot of times you might want to put a little aluminum foil around the top so those don't burn. Got the butter, some regular granulated sugar. We got peach cobbler. So we're going to bake that at 425 for about 30 minutes until the crust is nice and crunchy and flaky. Then we'll be ready to eat it. And our peach cobbler is ready. Easier than Mom used to make. Our peach cobbler is hot. Oh, and you know, peach cobbler is not anything you cut, it's something you scoop. We're going to scoop it out and add ice cream. Looks like peach cobbler to me. There we go. No way really to present peach cobbler, you just eat it, right? So we have that. Add a scoop of ice cream here. Now that is soul food Sunday dinner. We have sweet potatoes, candied yams. We have French style green beans, a country fried steak, and a fresh peach cobbler. Bon appetit.